In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Santi Aldama is out there with Jackson, and it's Jackson in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Walker, and Fernie Simons out there with Dub. Then there's Ayton, and it's Grant in at the small forward. And still so much, Greg, to learn about these teams. When do we get a sense of a team's true identity?
Well, not this early in the season. I'd say at least a quarter of the way through it. That's when you kind of get a sense of a squad's chemistry.
Now, here's Bane. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
Blazers ball.
Here's Sanchez. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one's on Morant. Hey, GA, you went to back-to-back conference finals with Portland. What's it like playing here?
I mean, this building is as loud as any in the NBA. The fans are tremendous, very loyal. I really enjoyed my time here in Rip City.
He's off on the first. With the Grizzlies, Richard, there's so much talent. They just haven't made a big run in the postseason.
Yeah, it's coming. They've lost to the Warriors and they've lost to the Lakers the last 2 years. Both of these teams just have a tremendous amount of an experience advantage versus the Grizzlies, and it's showing.
And the second free throw, good. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. And the pass to Aldama. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Over Ayton. Portland grabs the miss. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
And the more you see each other, the more contentious it gets. No bad blood between these teams right now, but that can change over the course of the season.
Here's Sanchez. Guarded by Morant. Ayton trying to break free. And the basket by Sanchez. Sanchez has got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
It's been a quick start for Portland. There's the drive. Lays it up off the glass. He has 7.
They're finding every shot they've wanted so far a perfect 3 of 3 to start the game.
And here's Morant. His last outing, 16 points for him. Bane against Simons. Bane with the bucket.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
And it's Ayton missing.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And the rejection by Jackson. Another shot. Sanchez, the pass to Ayton. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Not afraid to throw his big body around. Ayton good at keeping plays going.
There's the lob to Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Goodness, Jackson off the sweet pass. Throw it up to him. Jaren knows what to do.
Feeds to Ayton. Pass to Sanchez. Second chance effort. And Ayton with the nice bucket inside. Ayton's got his second basket of the game.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Now here's Morant.
It's truly hard to exaggerate just how explosive Ja Morant is on the floor.
No, because there is no exaggeration, Greg. It's just whatever you say, you see. It is impressive.
Here's Morant. So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. They've got Jackson. Desmond Bane out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Morant, and it's Kennard in at the shooting guard.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Here's Sanchez, and the rejection by Jackson. Second shot opportunity. Ayton trying to break free. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to just one on the basket from Sanchez. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely, and they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the lead, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And they take the lead. Sanchez has got 11.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Morant outside. Now, here's Bane. Defense right on him. Again, Memphis.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Sanchez. Guarded by Morant. Takes it inside. And the basket by Sanchez. 13 points in the game. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Morant passes to Aldama. Back to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Here's Sanchez. Guarded by Morant. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for Memphis. With the Grizzlies, Richard, we've heard about an emphasis on defense in the past few years.
Yeah, and there has been some improvement. They were a middle-of-the-road type defensive team not too long ago. But the last few seasons, they have played impact defense.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Shoots. Aldama with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Kennard, the pass to Morant. Passes it to Jackson. Can't hit from in close. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Jaren Jackson, number 1.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
And we see players sometimes, Greg, after a change of venue, they change teams, suddenly taking the next step. What can be that leap?
Kevin, it's not all just opportunity and fit. I think there can be a mental component as well. A fresh start can give you a blank canvas to try new things.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Robert Williams, who's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Grant comes in for Sharp. And it's Simons in for Delano Banton. Here's Sanchez. Guarded by Morant.
Putting that 7'5" wingspan to use. Jackson with great timing on the rejection.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Doug. That is his first foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for Memphis.
Williams.
Jackson against Williams. Shoots a fader. Jackson, that's good.
Jackson Jr.
Jackson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies.
With a versatile offensive skill set, Jackson has shown the ability to do damage in the mid-range.
Williams kicks to Grant. Here's Sanchez. Guarded by Morant. And the basket by Sanchez. Sanchez has got 17.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Scoot Henderson has prepared himself for the pressures of the NBA. He meditates, he reads books on self-improvement, and he said, I'm pretty sure you can lose yourself making a lot of money. You've got to be mentally sound. There's going to be downsides of being this young and successful. But I don't like failure, so I just try to minimize that. Kevin?
Wise words, David. Oh, wise words. Thank you. Count that one.
Terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Morant looking around. Pass to Jackson. Releases. Portland grabs the miss.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Sanchez. And the layup's good off the glass. Sanchez has got 23.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
There's the lob to Jackson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
And the basket by Sanchez.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Out to the wing. The three from Morant. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Grizzlies ball.
Brogdon is checked in for Portland. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Laravia's checked in. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific back.
The Grizzlies.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. They were slightly better in the second. Not a big difference between these two teams. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
The bench unit was an essential part of the puzzle in the first half. They really stepped it up in a big way, and that helped out. And now the starters can appreciate not having to carry the load on their own.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted. Strong work on the glass is key because...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Dub in this game, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Jeremy Grant is out there with Walker. Then it's Anthony Simon. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Sanchez in at the one. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Such a wide open look. Simons has got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Memphis has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Here's Morant. And he recovers it. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And this is who Ja Morant is. He just doesn't quit, really getting after it on the glass.
Sanchez, the pass to Ayton. And yes, it's good. Ayton's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Here's Morant. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's Sanchez, and blocked by Bane. They retain possession. A shot's good from Simon.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Outside, Bain. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. The pass to Aldama. Here's Jackson. 5 on the clock. Here's Morant. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Morant's got 16.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Simons, the pass to Sanchez. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. On the wing, Bain. That one's not going to go. Simons with the defensive effort.
It's hard to quantify how impactful Jaren Jackson Jr. is on D. He does.
That's a 3-second violation.
Yeah, the rim protection is elite. That's why he was defensive player of the year, Greg. But he can also...
On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Santi Aldama is out there with Jackson, and it's Jackson in at the small forward spot. Here's Sanchez, guarded by Morant. Sanchez, the pass to Walker.
Grizzlies foul. Santi Aldama.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Memphis?
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Spacing the court. That's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And also, the mid-range game has been working as well. They kept that as a big part of their game plan, and boy, are they being rewarded for it.
Inside, and the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Sanchez. Bullseye. Sanchez, he's got 29 in the game.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Dub. That'll be his second foul of the game. One minute now into this fourth quarter. Jackson against Grant. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bain. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
RJ, if you redrafted the 2020 draft, Desmond Bain would go much higher than number 30.
Yeah, he was a steal at number 30, and he would probably go top 5 in a redraft. He is an elite shooter who continues to grow as a playmaker and defender.
Sanchez, the pass to Grant.
Memphis foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Sanchez unloads from 13. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Williams.
You know, I know they want to make Williams a stretch 4 or 5, but the mid-range jumper at present is still where he's most comfortable.
Brown. Nice break. Here come the Trailblazers. And the dunk by Walker.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Here's Sanchez. And again, it's Portland converted.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Timeout call. The Grizzlies. Dub really making it. gets it.
This timeout gives them a chance to strategize because whatever the game plan they have, it's not working.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. Now they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight, guys.
Thank you, David. Off the run. And Morant finishes inside. Morant's got the game tied up here for Memphis.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep that in.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Outside Jackson. Here's the three. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Sanchez. Got it. Good job in the low post. And now a 4-point Portland lead.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Morant passes to Bing. Back to Morant. Got a hand on it. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Bain passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now a timeout called by Portland. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game. John.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game. And it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Andre Ayton's checked in for Robert Williams. And Portland has possession. A 2-point game. Here's Sanchez. Here's Ayton. That one goes in.
This is why they give Ayton the ball in these spots. They trust him and his ability to deliver.
And so it's Bain with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Bain. Bain's got 3 assists now in this one. Oh, wow! He's powerful. And there's the... Dunk to finish it off.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Trailblazers leading by 4. Here's Sanchez. Aldama with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that it factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
Sanchez up and in on the way. Sanchez has got 41.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
He's not going to let this game get away from them. He's going to get to the bucket and get them points.
44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, and that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
On defense, Memphis trailing by 4. Here's Sanchez, guarded by Bain. And so they foul intentionally.
Desmond Bain. First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for 2, Sanchez.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. It's a 6-point ball game.
I'm not going to lie, that's big, making all of those, giving them a little bit more breathing room.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're behind by 6. 32 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
We need you to make some noise for your Blazer.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Morant with it, now defended by Grant, and it's Morant missing. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for your Trailblazers, Sanchez.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 8. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them.
And so it's Portland winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.